In this video we will have a look at how the Young Stars series deals with grammar. When teaching grammar to lower primary students, it's important to keep in mind that they learn through logical thinking. And since they haven't acquired abstract thinking, we can't use grammar rules. In this video we will not include Young Stars 5 and 6 because they are created for older students. We will have a look at a practical example of how a grammar structure is taught. In this case, the structures I like and I don't like from Young Stars 3. In this lesson, the structure is introduced through a song. Although the task focuses on vocabulary, students will become familiar with the new structure by listening to and singing the song. Draw a happy and unhappy face on the board and put food flashcards in 2 columns according to your likes and dislikes. As you put up the flashcards, say sentences such as I like eggs and I don't like onions. Do this a second time and ask your students to repeat your sentences. In this way, you are presenting the new structures in context, and because this appeals to your students' logical thinking, they probably understand how the new structures work without the need for further explanation. Next, focus on the lookbox that can be found in the student's book. Read the sentences and ask your students to repeat the sentences. Explain that don't is the same as do not. Do not provide them with any grammar rules or academic explanations, because that would be beyond their comprehension. Give your students copies of the flashcards or focus on the words in the first exercise. In pairs, they should point at different words and say sentences like, I like rice and I don't like eggs. To round up, ask some of your students to say these sentences to the whole group. Activity 3 is a personalisation task. Although the focus is on the song and vocabulary, students are also working with the new structures. After the introduction of the new structure, it still features frequently. It is repeated in the next Young Stars lesson and the Our World lesson. Obviously, it also features in the module revision lesson. In the workbook, students are expected to use this structure in writing as part of the project task, and you can even find it in the World Watch video. It also comes back in the later modules and higher levels, so the structure won't be forgotten. This is a good example of Young Stars' approach to grammar structures. Of course, depending on the complexity of the new structure and age of the students, there can be some differences. For example, some of the more complex structures are introduced over several lessons, and Young Stars 1 doesn't contain any look boxes. However, the main principles of grammar teaching are the same at all levels. Grammar is always presented in context, since this is how students can make sense of it. The focus is on logical thinking. This is how this age group learns naturally. No grammar rules. This age group can't understand grammar rules as this requires abstract thinking. Grammar structures feature frequently in future texts in combination with other structures and vocabulary. If you have any comments, questions or problems connected to language teaching, please contact your local representative, customer support or our teaching experts.